what Sailor Moon does?
Yeah. Peace.
I don't know anything about Sailor Moon. I just know Sailor Moon is married to Hunter x Hunter guy.
Yes, the authors. Okay. The thing that always gets me about Sailor Moon is, you know how like shonen fans love like power scaling talks, you know, like,
Sure.
oh, this guy's stronger than this guy. Our series, like we would power diff you, et cetera, et cetera. Everyone and every series gets power diff by Sailor Moon. There's no entity in fiction stronger than Sailor Moon.
Why
she
is that?
may as well be god of all gods.
Really?
Yeah, like her power level is just so beyond anything. Like I forget.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what she does.
She can like essentially recreate universes at will, change timelines at will. Like she can do basically anything and everything, and she like has to do that to fight off like the evil demons across the universe in her world.
What I did hear is that the Sailor Moon manga is darker than people realize.
Yeah,
it's quite dark.
I think like people get the feel. It's weird because like when you watch Sailor Moon and you see Usagi-chan and she's just kind of like, I'm a ditzy high school girl, but then she just gets powers to recreate universes, and that's like her thing.
And then she's a menace in Sailor Moon Fighter.
Oh yeah.
And Chibi Moon.
Chibi Moon is insane. Might be the most broken, like...
That game is so silly.
Yeah.
That game is so
Whenever
silly.
it comes up in like the random game events, like it's so funny.
Awesome.
So funny.
What the fuck is a Chibi Moon?
Chibi
It's
Moon
the
Is it
pink
small
one.
the
one?
little small pink
Oh,
one,
the
yeah.
small one?
Yeah.
The small characters
In-
are bad.
No, small characters
like,
very
like,
good.
Bad for the game.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
in general.
It's like a thing that happens in all these fighting games. It's just like if you give a strong character good hitboxes but small hurt boxes, bad combination for the game.
Dude, have you guys ever played Naruto Clash of Ninja
Nah.
for the Nintendo GameCube?
Which one? Because I think 3 was considered like the.
I think 2.
I didn't. No, I haven't played that one.
Might have been 2. You could play as Akamaru, the dog.
Oh, that's awesome.
He has no hurt box. Yeah, like you cannot hit him.
He's just spinning around.
Yeah,
doing
you
things.
can't hit him, but he also does like no damage. He does absolutely no damage at all. The character's ass.
I was thinking, okay, if you have no hurt box and you do like so little damage, you just time everyone out.
Yeah, that's true. I think the age when I was playing it, I wasn't wise enough to lame people out like that.
Yeah.
I was just, how can I hold forward as best as I can?
Yeah, that's you grow up and you learn. You know?
So I played the dog, and then I was like, the dog's not cutting it. Me play the big dog. I just played Kiba. He was just bigger dog.
Yep.
He was ass too.
So, anyways, you came back from Korea this morning.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I brought gifts for you guys.
Whoa. I
Oh
picked
my
him up
God.
from the airport this morning.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked me up from there. I sent him a message and I was like, "What are you doing at 7
Low key, he was like, "Okay, I should be at baggage claim by 8:30."
Yeah.
And then like because I work at 9:45, so I was like, "Okay, like it's cutting it close, but it should work." And then he texts me at 7:00. He's like, "Got off the plane. We're gating now."
Yeah.
And like I looked at it and I was like, maybe he's like still using in-air Wi-Fi. So I just like went back to sleep, and then I get another text, and it's like, "Hey, I'm at baggage claim," and I'm like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there in 45." Like I was still in bed, and I was like, "I gotta go."
I was in no rush, dude.
Yeah.
It was a pretty leisurely plane ride.
I thought I was
honestly.
going to get a text early this morning, so I actually set my alarm just in case, because you told me that you'd get in at like 8, and I was like, well, the Arsenal game's going on at 8:30 anyways. I was like, just in case, I'll wake up early. So
Yeah.
I would have been ready.
But the reason why I didn't ask you to pick me up is because you can't fit my suitcase in your
Oh,
car.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
You would have to do.
Because it doesn't fit in my car. Damn well doesn't fit in yours.
Yeah, I've had trips from the airport where I have to put the top down and the passenger just has to hold on to everything, and then we just take local roads.
Yeah, dude, it was too big, man. It was too big. It was 23 kilos of skincare.
Oh my god!
Speaking of, I got each of you Round Lab Sette.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
A set.
Wait,
A
this
set-
is the one I wanted.
Yeah, this is a birch juice toner and cream set.
Oh,
Yeah.
big
My skin's
adjust.
gonna look so
Yeah.
good.
One
Oh
for
my
each of you guys.
God.
Yeah. So we went to the Olive Young like every day. We went to Olive
Oh,
Young
yeah?
every day. And my girlfriend was like, "Oh, are you gonna get something for Jin and Tora?" And I was like, "Yeah. I have to get them. Like, they want toners and like serums and creams."
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Okay, well, what kind of skincare do they do?" I was like, "Honestly, I don't know." She's like, "Well, give me a picture of Jin." And I was like, "Okay, go on Instagram. Here's Xell's photo." She was like, "Wow, his skin looks so good. This guy is 34?"
I'm about to get
She goes,
flamed.
"This
I
guy
don't
is-
like where
this
this is
guy
No,
is
we all
34?
have we all have good skin.
And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What's his skincare routine?" And I was like, "Dude, the guy told me water." The guy uses water and then like doesn't go outside. And she's like, "Dude, that's amazing. We can just get him this." And I was like, "Okay, then what about Tora?" She's like, "All right, let me see Tora." I sent her, or I showed her a picture of Tora. She went, "Damn!" She went, "Damn!" So she got you a 2-pair Toriden
Hell yeah.
sunscreen.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I-
the stick ones are so good.
So I told her,
I
I was
love
like, "You
these.
go outside a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in the sun." She's like, "Well, he has to wear sunscreen. You must wear sunscreen." I think that's the big difference between, I think women and men skincare a lot is that men don't wear sunscreen that much, and women always like. She always puts on sunscreen while she's doing makeup. Like that's part of her makeup thing.
I mean, I don't know if you know like what products you use, but I know a lot of Korean people, they use products that have like SPF built into the makeup.
Yeah.
So that way, like doing makeup is also like preventing sun damage and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like when I was growing up as a kid, it's so funny because in Minnesota, you know, I'm surrounded by white people, so I was like, I don't know why my parents are just dogging me over sunscreen, guys, and like the my
Does
boyfriends
Minnesota
are like,
have sun?
yeah,
It does. It's very
okay,
powerful.
So not only is it incredibly hot during the summers, in the winters the sun reflects off the snow, and you can get snow blindness and and get sunburnt from the reflection of the snow back onto your skin.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like I don't know how many people know about that, but like that's why like snow blindness is a thing. Like you can actually go blind if you're like if you don't wear goggles or like sunglasses
You're doing
when
like
you're
snow sports.
yeah, snow sports. And
I
stuff
thought
like
it was
that.
so the snow doesn't get in your eyes.
I mean, that's part of it, but the UV protection is actually important if you're going to
Oh,
be out in a lot of
interesting.
snow.
There's
Yeah.
like the survival movies where they have like a strip of fabric and then they like cut little slits in it because they get like blinded by the snow in like if they like I don't know The Revenant. Is that the one with Leonardo
Don't look at him
DiCaprio?
about a movie.
I just doubled my movie count on the plane. I just doubled it.
What, from 1 to 2?
1 to 3. You tripled.
It went from 0 to 2.
Oh, that's infinity, baby.
Yeah, it went from 0 to 2.
200%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the only 2 Korean romance films on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of them was called Soulmate. And I don't know how big these movies are.
Yeah.
One of them was called Soulmate. Actually, a good movie. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was called You Are the Apple to My Eye. Slop. Just absolute slop. Not like a bad movie, but it's not a movie. Like, I don't regret watching it, but it's not a movie that I would recommend anybody watch.
Yeah.
Soulmate, though, was pretty good film. Riveting content.
Did you watch that one first?
I watched that one first.
And then you were like, a second one wouldn't hurt.
Well,
and then it was slop.
I started with like a 2-hour nap. Woke up for the meal. After the meal, I was like, I'm not that tired. Like maybe I'll just watch a movie. I didn't bring my Switch this time because I brought it last time and I didn't use it at
yeah.
all. So I was like, okay, I'll watch a movie. And I watched that film. It was like an hour and 24 minutes. And then I finished that. I was like, okay, it's a good film. I'm take another nap. Slept for like 4 hours. Woke up. Mealtime again, baby. had the meal. Let's run that back. Slop. Absolute slop, dude.
Dude, I think if next time I go on like a long trip, I want to wear a T-shirt that just says "Wake me up for food."
Yeah.
Like I don't want them to feel bad to wake me up when it's food time. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to miss it.
The thing is, because I'm Asian and I'm on a Korean flight, everybody assumes that I'm Korean, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So all the flight attendants and the stewardesses,
Stewardesses. Yeah.
They always speak to me in Korean,
Yeah.
and I have just this the craziest blank look just looking at them. They're speaking at me in Korean. I'm just like looking at them and just like,
They're just me characters.
yeah. I'll have the first one, please. I don't know what the meal options are.
You just go one.
Yeah, I heard
고기 and chicken. Chicken요.
I heard bibimbap, and I was like, bibimbap pasta. I was like, I'll have the bibimbap, please. And the other one, I didn't know what it was, so I was like, oh, English, please? Yeah. And I just give them the craziest blank stare, and they were like, is this guy slow? This guy might be so slow. But yeah, Korea was sick, man.
Dude, I'm so jealous. I want to go to Asia so bad.
Yeah.
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 Well, one of us just has to make worlds.
Yeah.
And then
True.
we all go.
And we all go. Which brings us to the intro of the podcast. Welcome to the X3 Drop.
Wait. I can do that this time. Right?
Okay.
You know those memes? One day in Korea. Welcome to X3
yeah.
Drop. 1 week in Korea. Welcome to X3 Drop. 1 month in Korea. 안녕하세요, 여러분. I had to write this down. Hold on.
Oh, you have it?
I
You
wrote
have
it
it?
down.
Oh,
I
let's
wrote it
go.
You have to let me know if this is right.
Okay.
당신은 X3 드롭 시청하고 있습니다. Is that right?
It's like a very awkward way to say it, but yeah, I guess
I'm
so.
there, baby.
Okay, I know always when it's Google Translate because they love using 당신.
당신. What is 당신?
It just means you, but like in a very like
Too
familiar,
formal.
formal way. Like you would say that to like your partner. You know, 당신은 나 사랑한다. You know, like that's like a form of like affectionate you.
What would you use colloquially? No?
No is like a little bit too forward now.
Oh, okay.
And
너 지금 어디야?
yeah. 야, 너 지금 X3 Drop 듣고 있어. 씨발 새끼야.
Damn. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
여러분.
No, I think Koreans, like if you're doing the really formal stuff, you just kind of avoid referencing them in general. So, or like
you just avoid it.
or like 여러분. Yeah. 여러분, 지금 X3 Drop 듣고 있습니다. 안녕하세요. 저는 김진홍입니다. Otherwise known as Xell. You know, like
저는 ducky입니다.
ducky입니다.
Oh.
Ohio gozaimasu.
일본 사람.
0 days in Korea.
But that was good. That was good. I like that. But yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Xell.
I'm Ducky.
And I'm Tora, back again.
And this week we've got Ducky back in the house, back from Korea.
Back baby.
From my motherland. Yeah, so today we're going to do a little catching up because not only have we not seen Ducky in a little bit, Ducky doesn't know what's been going on. The storm is a brewing. OP14.
The big 1-4. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
All he knows is Blue Doffy just won in Korea.
Oh,
Blue
did it?
Doffy won in Korea?
Yeah,
In
Blue
what?
Doffy
OP7?
Doesn't even know that.
What, OP7? What are they
I'm
on?
tapped in. I'm
What are they
tapped
on?
into Korea.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Whenever Blue Doffy was good.
Dude, did you go to
not
A7?
OP01. It has Jinbei in it.
Did you see any card shops there? I'm so curious. I heard
No.
Korea One Piece is not doing well.
I also heard it's not doing well,
Yeah.
but I didn't see any card shops, but in some of the malls they have One Piece stores.
Oh, okay.
So they sell like One Piece sleeves and like other paraphernalia.
yeah, One Piece bongs.
Yeah.
They would never. In Korea, if you
One
get found with a
Piece-
bong, they shoot you on sight.
What One Piece like rolling papers? There's a Jolly Roger on it. Like plushes, figure sets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
have the starter decks.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of starter decks, and I was like, "Oh, the Kaido starter deck. This would sell like hotcakes in America."
True.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this last weekend, the Australia Nats just happened. And I thought this was interesting because a lot of American and European top players went. And it was quite a big
really?
event. Yeah. It was like 1,000 some people. So it was like more equivalent to what we would see in the West. And I think it was
1,000 for Australia?
yeah, 1,000.
People
So
showed up.
People like went in droves to go.
What?
People are doing like the world tour for all these different Nats. Like EU players.
Oh, it was a Nats.
It was a
Yeah.
Nats.
Oh, it
yeah.
was a Nats.
But
oh, I see.
unlike our Nats where you need an invite and people are blocked off from going, and these are open, kind of like the LATAM ones.
Yeah.
Like, you can just go to them, right? You can't qualify for Worlds through them from as a foreigner.
Yeah.
But you can go and compete.
And you can still get the prizing.
And you can still get the
wanna
prizing.
collect the prizing.
Yeah,
That's
prizing
really what
very
it is.
googe. So a lot of these top players have been going from Nats to Nats. So was it in Mexico?
Mexico
Yeah,
City.
Mexico City. There was a
yeah.
Nats. But that was OP13, where a lot of
Correct.
the people went to. And then they all, I guess, just flew to Australia to
Outlier.
go down under.
Down under.
And
It's kind of piratey, that one.
yeah, he was doing a Roger.
You guys didn't know what's that city was?
Auckland?
Auckland. What? Auckland? No.
There's a lot of cities where we don't know things.
Yeah,
Auckland?
you alienated your
I thought it was
Australian.
New Zealand.
I don't know. We alienate a lot of people on this podcast.
I'm pointing at him.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back.
I think
Check the boots.
2 weeks, no boots on set.
Yeah.
Dude, it was snowing. I had my snow boots on.
Yeah.
Did they have not your racist ones? Are they the same?
Yoda boom.
And you keep them on during security now, too.
Yes, sir.
so-
Yeah, I didn't have to take them off at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy.
That's just like a thing these days that you just get to keep your shoes on.
not at LAX.
Yeah.
Yeah, at LAX.
They made me take them things off.
No, they wanted to see something.
Yeah, I took them off and I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Yeah.
I don't see color. Yeah, it's black and white.
I thought I had your shades on the whole time. It was dark. Yeah.
But anyways, a lot of people went and flew out for Australian Nats, which was open. And so I think this is the first kind of insight we got to see of like what the meta is truly developing like at large, which I think is pretty interesting.
This was the first Nats in Western OP14 meta, right?
Not only the first Nats, just first big event, I think. I don't think we have had any other
No
regional
regionals,
size.
nothing, right?
No. I think everything from now on will be Nats, like a large, like
There's
national.
no more regionals.
I don't think so.
It's just Nats
like-
season.
Yeah, it's just Nats season. I think for everyone.
I don't know what's happening in March, but I think we were just moving on, right?
Yeah.
To OP
The EB
15
yeah,
EB.
It's
03.
EBO3.
Yeah, EBO3.
Oh,
and
EBO3
15.
comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's EBO3.
So we move on after Nats. From here on out, basically, we just move format to format very fast. EBO3 comes down. OP15 plus the other half of EBO4
Yep.
comes down. And then we're in globalization. So things are
Put
moving
the boots
fast.
back on. Put the boots back on.
So I think this is a pretty crazy timeline for One Piece players, but we gotta lock in. We can't think too much into the future. We have a Nats to win, right? So this is the first event that we get to see kind of like where generally people are at, you know, and there was a guy on Twitter that I saw who posted all of the top 32 winners and their deck lists. So I thought today would be a good chance to go and take a deep dive into all the stuff because I think it's just always really interesting to see deck lists, particularly for decks like Ace and not Emu, essentially, to get to see like where people's heads are at like what they wanted to tech for. So there's a guy, shout out to, I don't know this guy, Pulbasaur on Twitter.
He's got to be the Australian Eggman, right?
I-
They have eggs in Australia, no?
They
Oh, they're
must.
big. They're ostrich.
Emu.
They're ostrich.
Emus.
Oh,
and
ostrich,
emu.
yeah.
Wait,
Ostrich.
did emu win?
I actually don't know who won. I don't know who won the event.
No. Mihawk won.
Mihawk won.
beat an ace.
Damn.
in the
Invasive
finals?
species. Invasive species.
Cirrus W. SIRISW. Congrats, by the way.
Yeah, congrats.
And then also Ken Ho Y got second with ace. So also congrats.
Oh,
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the bracket was pretty mihawk dense from what I saw. I saw someone's bracket and they had to face like 4 mihawks in a row.
The top 32 breakdown is 12 emu,
Yeah.
7 mihawk, 5 ace, 3 boa, 2 purple Doffy, 1 black yellow Moria, 1 yellow Luffy, 1 foxy.
Yeah, so this was pretty interesting. This Nats, this would be the first time that yellow Luffy was legal in a big thing, and this was actually kind of against the grain of what I thought would happen for Nats, or at least like a big regional. I thought like less people would have been confident in bringing decks like Gecko Moria or Boa Hancock when yellow Luffy exists. And people didn't care, but I did know that Emu, Mihawk, Ace just feel like kind of the new trifecta, and they're not.
If even you can consider that new, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's Ace Emu from OP13, and then Mihawk, which is just Zoro 2.0.
Yeah, but
It's Spanish Zoro.
But he's
Zoro's
better
already
Zoro.
Spanish.
Yeah. Zoro. He's Spanish, no?
You can't just do and then be that's Spanish.
No, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
I did that this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Spain.
Yeah. Español.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
All right, moving on. I'll move the podcast on.
So I guess we can start taking a look at these deck lists because I'm so curious. How is this? What you guys? Let's start here. Did you guys expect this?
What have you heard?
Yeah, what have you heard?
Heard about this meta?
What have I
Or
heard
have
about
you
this meta?
have you heard anything on your vacation in the snowy Korea?
He wasn't thinking about One Piece for a goddamn
Bro,
second.
what I heard was that the tteokbokki in Gangnam was fire.
Yeah.
Bro. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
And damn, were they right?
he was not thinking
We
about
did
it.
have a 5-minute car, like actually our car ride from the airport home. Josh just went, okay, so what about this? And I said, this is how I feel. And he's like, okay, next question, follow up. What about Ace? And I was like, pretty good. He's like, okay, any tech? I was like, this. He's like, okay. All right, Boa, real, fake? And I was like, Jin kind of thinks it's fake. It's pretty okay. Like people are committed. He's like, okay, next one. And we just went down the
Just
list.
went down.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
did
yeah.
a crash course real quick because I'm
vibes.
Anybody who knows me, I'm very bimodal, right? It's like I do everything black and white, right? There's like no in between. There's no gray for me. So when I go on vacation, it's full vacation mode. And then when I come back and I'm out of vacation, it's like full work mode or full One Piece mode or full Azuki mode. Like
Sure,
I just like
yeah.
it's
All
all in for
Yeah.
everything, right? It's like I don't spread out my bandwidth very well. It's all just
No,
like
I think that's a good
piled
thing.
into the thing.
Compartmentalize, right? Enjoy your vacation. Turn off work. Now you're back. Work mode on.
Yeah.
You know?
Work hard, play medium.
Huh?
Play hard,
Work
medium.
medium. I like that one. Yeah, I'm so what is like your like what do you think of the meta at the moment? And like
It sounds not awesome. Boa seems miserable to play into. Doffy doesn't seem that good, right? Or what is it called? The purple child, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
seem that good. Ace seems okay. Emu seems as powerful as ever. Just got more tools, more support. And then Mihawk is just better Zoro. This seems like OP13 reskinned to me.
Yeah,
Plus like a few other kind of like tier 1.5 decks, rogue decks that are kind of viable. Like decks that are like Foxy, right? On paper, pretty has like a lot of support, right? Like pretty good leader. Boa, strong leader. Doffy, strong leader. What else is there? Yellow Luffy, strong leader. Black Yellow Moria. I don't know about that one, but so it finished like undefeated in Swiss in Australia, right? So it's like one of those things where there's more variety now, but I'm less inclined to call it a jungle meta because I see less of them in the A tier or the S tier.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
think it's really top heavy, and then everything there's a ton of stuff in B tier.
Yeah, to be honest, I when I initially looked at the meta, I thought it was going to be a little bit wider than this. So to see it already feel like it's devolved into like a very clear top 3 is a little sad, I think.
Right.
Because I really felt like there was a chance that these other decks could compete. I actually think that yellow Luffy was bad for the meta. And the reason why I say that is because now there's like a deck that some of these new OP14 decks just die into. Like Moria, Boa, even Mihawk. Some people really don't like the Mihawk into yellow Luffy matchup. Something that we can talk about later. But, yellow Luffy, I think, does really well into everything else besides Emu and Ace, almost like paving the way for Emu and Ace to come back. And I think that's like a little bit sad. And I think like as time progresses, we might see even more of that. But we'll see. We'll see. So, okay, let's talk through some of the maybe unique deck lists here. So first up, we have the black-yellow Moria list.
That went undefeated in Swiss.
I did see there were some people unhappy with something. There's a little bit of turmoil in his comments. I don't know what that was about.
He made some comments?
No, it sounded like there was some
possible foul play.
Ooh, from the player.
From the player, but without any evidence, I don't want to like say one way or the other. But it was also in round 8, so by that time he's already 7-0. So if anything, it just tells you that this deck is actually quite real.
Yeah.
So I've been a big proponent of the Thriller Bark package. I think it's just generically very good. And then Moria, unlike Yellow Luffy, doesn't struggle as much into Ace. And I think that's like a very big reason why I think this leader is actually quite interesting.
He destroys Mihawk.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
If they aren't playing Kid.
Oh,
At the moment,
yeah.
all yellow... No, I'm not going to say all. I think yellow decks are hard for Mihawk without Kid. I think with Kid, it turns into like Mihawk favored. But he just swings 6 so many times.
Yeah.
That you just like explode. Your 8 2Ks aren't holding down the fort.
But even with Kid, if you take second as Moria, your 10K body comes down before their Kid comes down.
Yeah.
That's true, but
So like you're still able to fight it with a 10K body.
you can fight it, but at least you have some blockers maybe and stuff that you can set up.
Do they have ways to get around blockers? Black Yellow Moria?
No.
No,
So
no way.
unlike Boa, they don't have access to like perfume femur. They don't
Can't
have
rest it out of the way.
Or
They can't
yellow
rest
Luffy.
it out of the way,
Like,
yeah.
Yellow Luffy also has perfume, like a perfume femur or a unblockable.
Yeah.
And then like Boa has like pudding.
I see.
So then you're like not able to do the Kid thing where you just take your first like 4 hits and then sit behind Kid for the rest of the game. Whereas like
That said, I think there's technology that I've been seeing yellow players use as Kid gets more popular, and
Technologia.
that is technologia. Snake.
sorry, I did.
Snake?
A snake.
Snake?
What does that card do?
So it's a 4-cost 5K. I believe on play and when attacking, it gives something minus 2K.
I have that card. I pulled in pre-release.
Yeah. Insane in pre-release. And it has a trigger as well.
This is the Boa Seraphim.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm curious, maybe that's the next step in the evolution here. We'll see, because ACOS Kid hasn't really taken waves yet. So, but that being said, I think it is important to note that like this stuff exists. Let's move on to the next list. We have Mihawk that got second in Swiss, Koi wins list. This looks very standard to me. I think Mihawk lists are one of those, or Mihawk as a deck in general is going to be a lot about like finding the perfect 50. Very similar to like Ace.
Yeah. OP13 Ace.
Yeah. And it'll just depend on like what kind of decks you expect to see. This list looks very stock. Like I wouldn't say there's anything particularly crazy about this list. The Supernova package in Mihawk has been awesome. If you haven't seen it in action, like the Perona Searcher can find you Kid Killers. Kid Killers can find Bonnies. Bonnies can find their own Bonnies. Like the Searcher system is insane in that deck. And being able to put out all these like little searchers that you have to swing into and stuff like that is super annoying, and gives them time to set up with their big guys, eventually like Law and Beppo, and of course the 7 Shanks. So I like the Supernova build a lot.
Yeah, this Luffy the event, I know you're strong, so I'll go all out from the very start. That card is
not bad.
gas. Thank you.
Not bad.
Yeah. Dude, we should. You want to be funny bonus content? Is we go pull up an episode of One Piece and we fan dub it.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
God.
I think that'd be very funny. But
Battle.
That's a yeah.
I got the snails. But that card I think is like a mirror winner. I think that card is very good. It stuns 2 7-cost bodies. So it alleviates pressure for like 1 full turn.
This is the modal Luna.
Yes.
This is the modal
Luna, yeah.
I think this modal Luna is very good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Also really good into like Boa and stuff because boop, can't pressure me. Boop. So like that a lot. And then in third we have Harry Franz. The emu lists are, I'm going to say, mostly stock as well. Obviously, Emu as a deck doesn't really have as many options. However, looking across a lot of the Emu decks, one thing I did notice is how many people love the Garp event. After all these years, I'm losing my edge. I've seen people play...
Which card?
After all these years, I'm losing my edge.
Yeah. Good.
I think emus are gravitating to this particular event more so than even just raw 2Ks, which is kind of awkward because it grabs 2Ks, but that's because a lot of the current decks are about chipping emu out with 5K, 6K swings, like going wide, just trying to eat cards out of emu's hand. And Garp event is like so perfect against that type of thing. And so I've been seeing this card be played a lot more than I thought, even cutting ground death for more of that Garp event. So
interesting.
Yeah, I think
this list plays 4 beam, 4 ground death, 2 Garp event.
Yeah.
So it's very tanky and plays 6 copies of 2Ks.
I would say this one is like the most vanilla version.
This is for
emu.
sure.
Yeah. And then we have Ken Ho Yam, who I believe got 2nd overall after Top Cut with this Ace list. And I think Ace is really interesting this set. One, because I feel like coming from OP13, where I feel like he was kind of top dog, actually. We talked about this last week, where like in OP13, Ace didn't have to worry about too many other matchups, so they could fully tech for just the mirror and emu.
Yep.
That was it. And I think that was one of the reasons why Ace was so dominant in terms of like tournament wins last set, is because like Ace could be so like pin focused on what they needed to tech for. But now with so many of these other decks popping up, I think the deck balance becomes a lot more difficult, and it's really interesting to see like where people's heads are at with how they want to play the deck. So you played Ace last set. What do you think about this list?
I like this list, honestly. The ratios I might change a little bit. So the 1 Roger I'm down for. The 2 9-beard I might change to maybe like 1 9-beard. Honestly, I like the 2 Uta. You can probably even get rid of the Jozu, the Jozu 2K, and in that place play another Pudding. Probably go down on Red Rocks a little bit. I think Asabo Luffy is a card that I want to play as well as Cavendish. And then everything else is pretty stock. So like the new cards you're going to see out of Ace this set, Roundtable, Asabo Luffy, Cavendish, and then possibly 6-cost SEC Rush Ace.
Rush Ace, yeah.
Those are the new cards you're going to see. And then, out with the old, you'll probably see a tweak in the number of Rogers, 9-beards, Red Rocks, Puddings, 2Ks in the form of Uta, 2K Jozu, Thatch as well. And then maybe you'll see... Nah, that's probably it.
Yeah, I think you covered the main bases here. I think Ace is really interesting because last set they were much more focused on going way over the top, just very heavy focus on 10 beard, your 10 drops, just big guys in general. Whereas I feel like now, because of these smaller decks, like you have much more ways to play the mid-range, more attrition-y with Cavendish in there in the mix, Round Table helping you like eliminate some of the things on board. Like Ace Sabo Luffy is awesome as well for that. So yeah, I just think it's very interesting. The only thing that is weird though now is that with Ace teching for all this other bullshit in the format, the emu matchup I feel like is the one is way worse.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Like not having two Rogers, like if you don't see Roger in that matchup, I think it's quite difficult.
The good news about the Ace emu matchup is you are taking all of your life, so that Roger will never just be hiding in your life. You'll always know kind of where it is.
Yeah.
And if you search past it in the beginning, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you'll know what your stack is, and you play enough searchers and enough Jozus to bounce those searchers for you to be able to loop back your deck eventually. You can probably buy yourself enough times with cards like Marco, by looping Garps, Ezos, your 10 Beards are drawing you cards, right? These are probably the most powerful tools that Ace has in that matchup. So I think I'm actually okay playing only one copy of Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember in OP13 too, like a lot of Ace players would actually like get rid of their extra Rogers because they just cycled through the deck so quickly.
Yeah.
So moving down, we also have Purple Doffy, which I think is also an interesting deck in this format. I would say this list is also pretty stock. The only thing that I would say is a little bit of spice is the Bullet String event, which lets you be a 7k for the turn if you need to survive against like multiple swings. But everything else seems pretty normal. Purple Doffy is like a deck that I think is an interesting one for the format. I watched a video by what's his name? He does content from Japan. Ikailakai, yeah. And he was talking about how early in Japan's OP14, Purple Doffy had an insane conversion rate. But as people learned the matchup, his win rate just started to really tank. So I'm curious if that will be continued the case, or if the raw power of the deck is able to kind of keep up with the meta. As far as I know, the bad matchup is Ace. So
yeah.
We'll see. Like maybe you just have to be lucky and dodge the Ace. I don't know how winnable that matchup is for Purple Doffy, but it seems quite bad.
It does seem pretty bad.
And then we have more kind of stock lists, although Oliver Broughton's Ace list is running what I think some of the more interesting tech cards in
yes.
The 6 cost SEC Ace, like you were talking about, the round tables.
And this card is one that I wanted to talk about very briefly, is 7 cost Doffy.
Yeah.
So this was a card that I heard rumblings about at the end of OP13, people saying, oh, it's 7 cost Doffy is being played in OP14. And I kind of want to ask why. I understand that this card ends the Jozu War entirely, but what else is it good for?
There's bottom's a boogeyman, and his name is Shanks. Green Shanks.
Doesn't bottom. It just bounces.
Oh, it bounces.
Yeah.
However, that loss of tempo is huge.
Is enough.
Yeah.
What does a 7 cost Shanks do?
Baby, it does a lot.
On your opponent's attack, it shrinks everything?
No, so it's a 7/9 that when attacking or when it's rested, it rests a 7k base power thing.
We hate that.
And then on your opponent's turn, if this character is rested, it gives a blanket minus 1k to every character.
Not leader.
Not leader.
Okay.
But
That card is good as hell.
It's a menace.
that card is a menace, right? It just makes fighting for board that much harder, and he just sits there resting things out of the way. So oftentimes the way Ace loses is because that card just makes all your small blockers mean nothing. Only 10 Beard can block, and even 10 Beard, you're like a little bit hesitant to block with early because then Law and Beppo gets insane value as well. And so the 7 Doffy helps you there. So not only is it good, I think in the mirror, ending the Jozu Wars is I think very important, but also the other premier 7 drop right now is the mihawk.
Yeah, this card
the
is
Shanks.
definitely interesting. I am wondering though.
That said, I don't know how, like, compared to a deck like Boa. So one of the tech cards in Boa right now is Sables, kind of for the same reason. Boa is a deck that really suffers at the hand of Shanks. I don't think Ace suffers nearly as bad as from Shanks as Boa does. So I am kind of curious, like, how if this Oliver guy like has other thoughts about why the 7-drop is good. But
The list is very funny. Like, it's super tech heavy. He's got one of Asaba Luffy, one of SEC Ace, one Pudding, one Yamato, one Cavendish, one 7-cost Doffy, one 9-beard, one 2K Jozu, and then 2 round tables. Like, it's just like it's got
everywhere.
every
Yeah.
tech card possible.
yeah, didn't know what to cut, so he just added
everything. Yeah. So I think this is a list. If you were to see the right pieces at the right time, will perform really well, but might suffer from consistency issues.
Yeah, this is not a list I love. This is
No.
not the type of list I love. Especially like getting rid of consistency pieces like Ezo, for example, in order to fit more of other things like this. I just think is a little crazy, but I mean, hey, he did quite well. So I don't know how far everyone got after in the final event.
Yeah.
But here we have the first Boa deck list. Paul Baring.
Ooh, could I actually go back?
Oh,
really
yeah.
quick? In 8th, it was Cirrus Wang who won the whole event. He actually didn't play the Supernova package. So this is like for Mihawk, that is. It's in
That's
8th.
right. Yeah.
So like Mihawk has taken like 2 routes. One is like Supernova heavy, and then one is this like only Perona Searcher game. So a little, in my mind, a little less consistent, but I've seen people get like a lot of results with like this list.
This is no, he is running Kid and Killer. So he's running
Kid and
2,
Killer, but not
the full
Bonnie.
4
Yeah.
and not the Bonnie. Yeah, interesting.
So like the ability, because like Perona will search the Kid and Killer, which will find like Law Beppo or your other supernovas, but not like the full total package.
Yeah.
But also an interesting list. He also cut Shanks to 3, which I have seen so many people do.
Yeah, I've seen in Japan at least, I've seen people cut it entirely, but I think it's troll when Emu is so popular in our
I
meta.
agree.
I think it makes more sense in Japan because Emu, because of the new yellow cards, Emu is like much worse in their meta. But here, oh man, I cannot imagine cutting Shanks personally. I don't know.
He's so good. It's
But maybe he knows something I don't because he won the whole thing.
maybe so.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just always found it.
Yeah.
You just mull for Shanks and pray.
Yeah.
Before we move on to Paul Baring's list, I want to kind of touch on Tie Hawk Arts, 14th place in Swiss ace list here. Just at a glance, this is the closest build to something that I would play. You've got 2 Asabo Luffy, 2 Uta 2K, 2 Atmos, 1 Cavendish, 1 Pudding, 2 SEC Ace, 1 Ninebeard, 2 Round Table, and 1 Roger. Everything else is stock here. So the only change that I would make here is probably -1 Jozu 2K, and then you can go up in either a Pudding or a Cavendish. But this is very, very close to the list that I'm currently running right now.
Yeah, this list is like all the ratios of things makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Where like Cavendish is just like the 5th Marco. The
Yep.
2 aces are your Jozu 5 and 6. And Round Table is kind of Red Rock 4 and 5 in this case. But can be used consecutively in the same turn, which
Yeah.
is like such big. There's no feelings of power like round tabling your opponent's rested big guy and then red rocking the thing they just played. It's awesome.
What is Round Table? Is that
-10. Oh, the
who is that? Is that Cavendish?
That's Cavendish, bro.
Is it
Damn.
Yeah, it's a supernova.
Huh?
/ beautiful pirates.
Beautiful pirates. That's the Round Table, baby.
You think Cavendish gets a leader and they support beautiful pirates?
Does
That'd be
Cavendish
awesome.
have a devil fruit?
No, he has a demon.
Huh?
within him.
Oh yeah, he's got that like crazy smiley guy that comes out.
Yeah, so like
I forget why it comes
Cavendish
out.
can't.
He's got, like,
I don't
bipolar?
know. No, like
Schizo.
Get that guy some lithium carbonate stat.
The movie Split. Now, why did I ask him another movie question?
I can't believe you looked him dead in the eyes and asked him, "Hey, have you seen X movie?" That's crazy. And that movie is not Haikyuu? Yeah.
Split.
I've seen Soulmate.
Split is a movie. It's like a superhero movie, but it's like a spin-off between like Invincible,
Yeah.
Split, and Mr. Glass. This is all going over your head. Anyway, the guy in Split has like multiple personalities, and one's the Beast. And the Beast just like destroys anything in his path. Just like runs through walls, like beats people up. This is like kind of what Cavendish is, but only when he sleeps.
Oh, is it when he sleeps?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
when he
remember
sleeps.
Cavendish too well.
It's when he sleeps.
It's like the Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
except
Jekyll and
he
Hyde.
just like
Yeah.
cuts everything. Like he just kills everything in his path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
why
just-
he's a supernova.
Does Deadpool also have...
No.
What am I thinking of? Venom? Is it Venom?
Venom has just like
he has
another
a symbiote, which is
Oh.
like it's literally two entities in one, but it's a little different than this. Where
I feel
it's
like this trope is like kind of common, man.
Yeah, it
there's
is
like,
common.
There's so many like
Oh.
I got multiple dogs in my
Marvel movie. It's Moon something. Moon guy.
Moon
Moon
Knight.
Knight.
Moon
Yeah.
Knight. It's literally Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Cavendish is Moon Knight.
I don't know anything about Moon Knight. I just know him from Marvel Rivals. He puts down the onks. Like, I gotta shoot the onks.
I call to the moon.
Yeah. That thing was broken.
Yeah, 2 ticks and you're dead. What
Yeah,
the hell?
My God.
I never played Marvel Rivals.
Kind of fun game.
Yeah.
Slop game, but pretty fun,
I
honestly.
didn't
It's like
particularly-
Overwatch.
I didn't particularly like Overwatch, so then I didn't
Yeah,
play
yeah, yeah.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the list.
Okay, sorry, Paul Bearing. You've had to wait your turn.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Is there anything else that we want to talk about with these other lists? Not really. I think the other lists are fine. Okay, so yeah, Paul Bearing's list. Also, I think quite stock these days. There's only a couple of cards with Boa that people tend to play or not play. But I will say they are playing the Gloriosa build, which is not as common as the Hiyori builds.
What does that mean? Gloriosa.
Gloriosa.
Oh, Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma does the like the Hiyori effect where you pull a life and then you stack it with something else in your hand. And you'll notice that actually this guy put a lot more triggers in his deck. Like he has Salome,
Shalom.
the blocker
the snake.
yeah, the snake, the blocker
3/1
that comes
snake.
Salome.
Oh, it's just Kuja Pirates version of
Brulee.
Brulee.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that, and then they're also playing Rindo, which is also kind of interesting. Which 5 cost, 5k, 1k counter. Opponent's turn on KO. Add up to 1 card from the top of your life to the top. Add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life cards. Then you take 1 damage. So this guy's build is very like I want to trigger things as many times as possible, which I think is interesting. I don't know if I'm not a Boa expert, so I'm not really sure, what Boa players would think. But
So this card reads on KO. If you KO this card, the top card of your
Life
life
can trigger.
gets revealed. If it's a trigger, you play it.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, again, this guy added more trigger-heavy cards, right? Playing the Grandma over Hiyori is an example. The Salome is another 4 trigger cards that you put into the deck in order to maintain it. Like, if you look at this guy's deck list, there's very few cards that don't have trigger. It's the 4-cost Boa, the Kuma, and the Pudding. And that's it. Which is like
10 cards.
way less than the average Boa deck. Like the average Boa deck, the trigger bodies are about half the deck, or
Oh,
like things that,
really?
yeah. It's like a little more than half, I think. So this guy went like all in on the trigger build. So I feel like this would be more high rolly and less consistent, but hey, it looks like it got the job done.
Yeah. What does Gorgon Sisters do?
Oh,
Sister
I'm so
Tia
sorry.
Tamara.
God.
You will learn as an ace player the pain of that card.
What does this card do?
So 6 cost, 5k, 1k counter. activate main once per turn. You may reveal 3 Kuja Pirates or Amazon Lily cards from your hand.
Which is everything.
It's not. You would be surprised how often it makes your hand awkward not to have the 3.
Really? It's just Kuma.
This guy's build
Zero
has way
cost.
more.
Oh,
I'll
I
say that
see.
much. Like the other builds that have like Hiyori and some of these other support cards, it's like a little more awkward.
Is Rayleigh is
No.
it Kuja Pirates or Amazon Lily? Is
Rayleigh is
Amazon
not.
Lily? No, he's
Rayleigh
not.
is just former Roger Pirates.
Was he there before?
on the Amazon island? No.
Yeah. He
don't
never
think so.
went.
I don't know.
He probably went because
Shakyaku.
He got
Shakuyaku-
bitches.
Okay, well, he got
He got wenches.
no. He
No.
just got one.
And she's
Which
the
is-
baddest of them all.
Yeah,
The toughest.
No, maybe the toughest.
I mean, she was like the Amazon queen.
yeah. So Shakuyaku was Boa before Boa.
Oh, there's no in between.
There
have
was
been.
a one in between because
For
that
sure,
person
yeah.
was really jealous of Shakyaku. And then when Shakyaku left, I think she was like, "Why'd you leave?" And then
I don't
Shakyaku,
remember this.
It was like a flashback in a more recent.
Oh, okay. I'm not
thing.
caught up.
Yeah. Sorry, spoilers. Sorry. There was a guy in our comments one time. They were like, "I can't listen to this podcast. It's spoilers everywhere." And for the most part, we don't really talk about the manga, so I don't feel bad because I'm like, the anime is. I don't know. What do you guys feel about spoilers?
I personally don't care about spoilers. I'm never like a what is it called? The version of consuming media, but like results oriented. Like, you know what I mean?
What?
Like I care more about the journey than I do the
Oh, sure.
destination.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I if I know what happens at the end, it doesn't make the series less enjoyable for me as long as the media that I'm consuming along the way is like riveting stuff.
So I care about spoilers, but like I also think it's just like a personal responsibility that people have in order to not get spoiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you like One Piece, a lot of the stuff that I forgot what they were complaining about, but it was like something that like had happened years ago at this point. And it's like at that point, it's up to you, man. Like if it's been out for this long and you haven't caught up, that's on you.
What's the
Yeah,
statute of limitations for spoilers?
6 months to a year for me.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Because
6
okay,
months for
I
2
feel
years.
like
for
with-
any form of media, or for like movies that have come out in
that's
theaters.
not for me. 6 months to a year if for a movie, brother.
Oh no, probably
Once
like,
it rotates out of the theaters, maybe.
okay, for manga and anime, 6 months to a year is probably fine. For media like mainstream movies, it's probably like a month.
So
maybe
6,
2.
let's say 6 months for a manga on a weekly release, 4 releases, 4 chapters a month, 24 chapters.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Oh my god,
That's
am
a
I
good amount.
am I an asshole? I'm like, dude, 2 weeks after, it's up to you, buddy.
That's cooked.
Brother, that's 2 chapters.
That's
like,
cooked.
like if
if
it's like
that's
a weekly
100, that's 0 chapters.
Yeah.
if that's weekly coming out, you know, and I'm gonna tweet about it.
You're a problem. You're a menace.
Like it's just up to you.
No. I think you get the right to tweet about it, but you can't be upset that people are upset.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, like I give a little bit more grace, but like I still think I would say it's like unreasonable for a movie to be upset that someone spoiled the movie after like a month. Because like
After it's
if
rotated out of the theaters.
well, sometimes the theater production goes along. Like very popular movies, it can go on for quite a lot
Really?
longer. Yeah, I think so. Because if the movie is still packed with people, they're going to keep running it. So it really just depends on the popularity of the movie.
I'm fine with a month on movies.
But my reasoning is that if this was so important to you, you can take the 2 hours of your day to watch a movie.
He's kind of cooking.
Yeah, that's
Like
okay,
if
that's a
you're
movie.
so upset,
Yeah, if you're if you're legit, not just being performative about it,
Yeah.
and if you're actually upset about it, just sit down and watch it.
just sit down and watch
Yeah,
it. Just
yeah.
make the and like I get it. Emergencies happen. Maybe you meant to see it, and like there was a car accident on the way, and you missed the movie, and you're like, oh god, now I have to wait another week. Okay. There's not a car crash that happens, you know, this many times that prevents you from seeing the movie.
You don't know
Yeah,
some
yeah,
intersections in LA.
And pirating exists. You can just watch it from the comfort of your own home
Yar.
with Vietnamese subtitles.
Oh my God! Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember those days where there was no Crunchyroll?
Nope.
You had to go to like it was YouTube. If you wanted to watch Naruto Shippuden, it would be mirrored and then Vietnamese subs.
Yeah, Vietnamese or Thai subs.
Yeah, right. And then eventually YouTube cracked down on those and removed them from YouTube. Guess where we went after that?
Vimeo.
We went to Vimeo and Daily Motion.
Daily Motion.
was beast.
Yeah.
Daily Motion was sick because you wouldn't know what episode you were getting. Like it wasn't in order.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, click this Naruto video and be like episode 19 or something. I was like, damn, I was on 6.
Yeah, but it's
I wonder what
always
happened.
Thai. It's always Thai. It's always Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Sawati.
Sawadee-ka.
There was also a time period where, like, in movies, people would like go into the theaters and film it themselves, and then re-upload that. And so sometimes it's just like in Russian like subtitles, and you see like the camera wobble or something because like the guys like got it between their legs as they're filming it or something.
I tried doing that one time when I was
Really?
a kid. Yeah,
What?
I went
Why?
to a theater. I forget what movie this was, and I tried to film it. Because I saw other people do it, and I was like, "Oh, I could do this too, right?" Like, and I could sell it to people for like $2, and then if I sell it 5 times, I get to eat Korean barbecue at the end of the week. Fire, right? I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I did this. I gave up after 6 minutes because my arm got tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't invest in a tripod, and then that changes your calculations for Korean barbecue. You know, so
The ROI was just wasn't
ROI.
there. It just wasn't there, man.
What were we talking about?
Oh, I like spoilers. Not that I like spoilers, but I think I get hyped. Like I watched Frieren when I was in Japan. And I was like, damn, this show kind of sick. And then I didn't think about it for 8 months. And then it came out in the US and I had already seen like episode 12. But I was like, this show's sick.
I have a very short memory span for stuff. Like I have to like actively remember things for it to come up. So like someone will spoil me something and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. A year goes by and I watch it. I'm like, that sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, someone did tell me about this, but like by that time, like I've already enjoyed the thing, and so I'm already like past it. I don't know. So
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like you guys all know, I'm a huge Haikyuu fan.
Yeah.
I know what happens. In
Oh,
Haikyuu.
do
yes,
you?
I know what happens, but it's about the journey.
Yeah.
Right. It's like what happens during the game that matters, right? It's the hype buildup, the action, the romance, the boys' love. You know what I mean? That's what's important.
I think we're watching different Haikyuus.
Yeah, I didn't know about that part.
Nice kid. Boys love. You don't know about boys love? Nice receive.
I know my gay friends really do love Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is boys love. I have a hot take because my girlfriend, we were walking around. There's an anime in Seoul, pretty big one. And we were walking around and she knows I really like Haikyuu. And we walked past a little cafe in the corner, Cafe Pop-Up, and it was like Boys Love. I don't know what series it was, but she was like, dude, me and my friends all love Boys Love. And I didn't know this about her.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, all girls love Boys Love. And I was like, you know what's Boys Love? Haikyuu. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah. Haikyuu is Boys Love. Anything with high school sports is Boys Love.
Yeah.
Honestly, not even just high school. It's Run with the Wind is Boys Love.
Yeah. It's very funny to watch like shonen bros get into sports anime and they're like, oh, it's so sick. And I just feel like, oh man, do they know?
Yeah,
Do
it's
they
all
know?
boys
Do
love.
they
It's
know?
all boys love. IQ, boys love. Run with the Wind, boys love. Free, boys love.
Dude,
Okay,
also,
that one is
there's no gayer show than Blue Lock.
Oh,
I'm
Blue
just
Lock.
saying.
yeah.
Blue Lock. I
Blue
like
Lock?
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock is the most homoerotic show of all
is.
time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It is more homoerotic than what is the ice skating one?
Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on
on
Ice.
Ice.
Yeah. It is more homoerotic than
And
that.
that one has Yuri in the title.
And that one is wrong team, but you know we still appreciate them. Yeah. Anyhow,
Back to the top
back
32.
back to top 32. So in the next post, we see more lists, and some of these lists are getting funky, man. Because this 17th place BOA list by Mark Key is running Thriller Bark package, brother.
What the hell?
This is crazy. And this one's crazy to me because they're still running Gorgon Sisters. So I wonder how difficult it is to like get the triple Amazon Lily in hand in order to get the stuff to do its thing.
Oh yeah, because I forget the gentleman's name, Paul.
Yeah.
The prior list
that guy was all Amazon Lilies.
Because normally you play Sengoku Searcher. I just saw the Sengoku Searcher in this list,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, he wasn't playing Sengoku.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that list was very like a lot of BOA players play either Sengoku as their searcher, which searches like the 4-cost, Perfume Femur,
Kuma.
the Kuma, and the top end, the BOA, the 9
BOA.
cost.
So every BOA card and then Kuma.
Yeah. But does not find you more other Amazon Lilies, which can be a problem. And so some people like the Lilith Searcher, which is the generic trigger searcher. And that one finds basically everything
Except
that isn't
Kuma 4-cost BOA.
Yeah. So it's and it's only it's 4 cards deep rather than 5. Which also matters too. So
this is also an interesting list here because 8-cost Gecko Moria is also 7 warlords.
Is also
so
7 warlords,
you
so
add
can find
additional
that.
targets.
Yeah. I love so this is something I've been talking about a lot recently at the Thriller Bark package. And the thing I like about it is that it's so lean in order to play it. You know? Like you only need Dr. Hogback, Kumasi, Perona, and Gecko Moria, and you're like basically there. And this guy, as a bonus, put in the Victoria Sindri. Fine, go for it, man. So yeah, I don't know. This is a wild list though to me.
Yeah, this one's a bit crazy.
The yellow Thriller Bark package is so funny. Like it's such a funny package.
Yeah, it is very funny. But so many cards. So I don't know if you've heard my spiel on this, so I'll tell it to you. But something you'll notice is 8-cost Moria, the trigger, does not care about Thriller Bark. It just plays any 4-cost with trigger into the field. So you can bring the other stuff. Dr. Hogback, his on KO does not care about Thriller Bark. It only cares that you have a 4-cost with trigger in your trash.
Okay, I mean, ideally, the best target here is Perona, right?
Yeah, Perona is very good, but also you could bring back Ran, which is also very good in my opinion. Marguerite is also very good. So I don't know. There's other cards that's good, but also Dr. Hogback's ability would also trigger your leader ability, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So now there's like double punishment for trying to deal with the board,
Get
which is interesting.
Draw a card.
Yeah, whenever you play a character card on your opponent's turn, you draw a card.
All right, so is it once per turn?
Nope.
So triggering Moria means you get to
one.
draw 2.
No, you get one.
You just get one.
You don't play the Gecko Moria when you trigger it. You just get the trigger effect. You don't play the.
It's just play a 4 or less.
Yeah.
Oh, Hogback is on KO, not on
No,
play.
yeah. If
see.
it was on play,
Oh, so you get
oh
draw
my
2.
god.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
on
Thriller
KO.
Bark would be actually insane
Yeah.
in that case.
The Perona is on play and on
on
KO.
KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I was a victim of.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah.
Hogback, I was not a victim of.
Yeah.
Anytime I see an on KO, I'm just like, bounce that boy.
Bounce
Get him out of there.
But I think the Thriller Bark package is awesome, so it's cool to see other decks use it. And then we move on to the new guy on the block, Yellow Luffy.
Yeah, Becky.
By Joshua Jeffrey.
Which, by the way, I don't trust these guys, man. Guys with 2 first names, don't trust them at all.
Yeah. Give me an example.
Joshua Jeffrey.
Okay, that's not Joshua Jeffrey.
That's not Joshua Jeffrey.
Uh-huh.
Jeffrey Epstein. I'm gonna move on.
We're looking at lists. You could be on these lists soon.
What?
These topping lists.
Oh,
Could be other lists, though.
Release the list.
Yeah, release
actually,
them.
technically, my government name is 2 first names.
Oh my God, it is.
My last name's Kim. That's a first name.
That is a first name.
Yeah, so that's 2 things. That's 2 things, right?
Oh, mine too.
Yasunaga.
Yeah, Yasunaga Tora. You never heard of that guy?
Mm-mm.
Famous. Look him up.
That's just two animals.
Huh?
Naga is Naga.
The snake.
Not
Yeah.
a snake.
Right? And then Tora is just tiger.
I think it's sun snake.
Sun snake tiger.
Yasunaga.
Sun snake
Sun
tiger.
snake tiger.
Yeah.
That's just noun and then two more nouns. I don't know about
Two
that
first
one.
names. Think about
Also,
that.
also the people who go like, I'll ask them, do you have a middle name? And they go, no, I got two middle names. Brother, you got no middle names. Like,
Why? Wait.
Wait, people do have two middle names,
no,
right?
they don't.
Like-
What is a middle name? It's
like-
in between two.
Yeah.
It's three. There's a middle.
Yeah.
If there's four, there's no middle.
Yeah, the two
They're,
inside
they're,
the two.
they're still in the middle.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, the middle is in between.
The middle is everything that's
two.
not
Okay,
the end.
if you had 4 cards in your hand,
Yeah.
and then I said ditch the middle two,
I
which
don't got it. I don't got a middle two, brother. I ain't dishing shit.
I'm gonna go talk about Joshua Jeffries' list. So they're running the S snake that we just talked about, which
Yeah.
I think is cool.
Also, so cute.
S snake, yeah.
It has
just like
an
such
altar?
a cute card.
Yeah, it does have an altar.
Oh,
Very
awesome.
cute. This guy is so it's very funny. He's running a 1 of beige for just to include for a bad time for your opponent sometimes.
Just for pure hatred.
Yeah, just like hate in your
Listen,
heart.
I don't trust these guys, man. These two first name guys, they just add beige for no reason, bro.
that's a top cut beige.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
opponent swinging for game is sweating.
Like, bro, just play the others. Just play another 0 cost. Why are you playing the beige again, bro?
It is actually crazy. They are running 3 of the Flame Dragon King, which lets you rearrange life. So he's just like, hey, if beige is in the 6, it's in the 6.
I hate
Six.
that.
I hate that too.
I will say though, I do not like this card, Flame Dragon King. Very easy to play around. You just don't swing on the first turn, and from there on, they cannot hold up 2 Dawn anymore until the very late game. And by then, they've already taken some life. So who cares?
I don't know anything about this deck. Yeah.
Just generally, the like Luffy just likes to play things on curve. So like,
I see.
You know, you basically are playing 4 drop into 6 drop into 8 drop into like 9 drop essentially. That's your curve.
So they can't really hold up Dawn.
It's very hard to hold up 2 Dawn. Holding up 1 Dawn, very possible. That's why I
'Cause you
like
play
the bow
9.
event. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 9 drop. I guess he is running 4 kids instead of 4 Bonnie. So maybe the idea is you play kid and then you're able to hold up. But again, I feel like you're still holding up Dawn very late in the game as counter, and the life rearrange is just like a lot less useful at that point. So I don't know. I'm just not as big of a fan of that
What
card.
is this Robin, and what is she wearing?
Not
Your parents
much.
know you went out in this outfit. That is crazy.
Unfortunately for her, she does not have parents anymore. So
Some guy is so upset at you right now. Some guy's like, he just spoiled the show for me.
okay, that one came out years ago.
He didn't know that.
That was years ago.
I know about Nico Olivia.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's right up to freaking Punk Hazard, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
All right, don't gang up on me.
Yeah, bro.
We just hit him with a double, bruh.
Yeah, this is the Cool Brothers.
Yeah.
Man. You don't know about the Cool
Cool,
Yeti,
cool
bro?
Yeti, bros.
All right,
2 cost 3K.
moving on. She burns a life on 6 Dawn.
Yeah, she burns a life. If your opponent has 3 or more life, she burns a life.
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one
the hell?
is a 2K that's a blocker and plays itself out of life.
Ah, interesting. The art just looks really crazy from here. I don't know if it's because it's low res, but it looks different.
That's why she wears an egghead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Logan Paul called One Piece gamers gooners.
Gamers?
Sorry,
Gooners.
One Piece TCG
Enthusiasts.
enthusiasts gooners. He said he was opening boxes of 13 or 14, sorry, and he was like, "I get it, people. Y'all are just gooners."
Yeah, I think he's right. I think he's
I
right.
hate calling that man right, but yeah.
I think he's right, straight up. If you just look at the stats, like why are the most expensive cards like Boa Hancock,
Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
yeah, Derek, and then you've got Nami, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like the 3 biggest gooning material.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
gooners before it was cool.
That's true.
They lost
Arsenal
today.
fans, yeah.
want
I
to-
want to
oh
end it
my
all.
God.
Actually, I want to end it all. I really
Moment
hate
of
that.
silence. All right.
Okay, we're gonna skip over more emu lists because who cares? It's pretty much the same thing.
Bless you.
Excuse me. And then we have Benjamin Woodford, who we get to see some new tech cards here. Slave Arrow and Sables, which we talked about already. Slave Arrow being like a great defensive tool. One thing that I think some people misunderstand about yellow decks these days is that they have a lot less ability to have like defensive triggers. A lot of the triggers in these yellow decks are mostly about the potential of adding more offense on the next turn, right? It's not like Katakuri where there's like a bunch of zero cost events. There's a bunch of beiges in life. There's not these days especially like in Boa, like you'll look at this list here, like how many defensive triggers do they actually have? They have the zero cost. I guess Sables counts. And that's kind of it.
What does Sables do?
It bounces a 7 cost.
What's its trigger?
Bounces a 7
activate
cost.
main?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
But if you look
Crazy.
across, and then
Okay.
I guess
Sorry.
Rayleigh as well can kill a 7k body as well. So,
Yeah.
and that one is, I think, less effective because you're going to swing with your smaller guys first anyways.
Look, all I'm saying is if this guy's name was like Benjamin Michael, he'd be playing the beige, bro. I don't trust these guys, man.
So the reason why I bring that up is specifically because of Slave Arrow, because when you go for a game against Boa specifically, you don't have to be as scared about the things that like screw up your lethals as much as the other decks. And
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's why like Slave Arrow is actually important because Boa will have to defend their life, and so that's something to think about. And then next we have the one of Foxy.
Foxy.
I don't know what to say about this deck.
Dude, it plays good purple card, though. The best purple card.
Katakuri.
Katakuri.
Yeah, with Katakuri, with the 7-drop Foxy, with the 8-drop Foxy, you have all these auto rampers.
Mm-hmm. You could just keep going Dawn minus.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Foxy made it this far because I think the Emu matchup looks miserable.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
Wait, I'm gonna do the quickest Jermaine Yoon. I'm gonna see if he has a bracket.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they did on day 2. Especially because we've seen a ton of Emu lists already. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Foxy, but I do know that it has a good ace matchup. That's the one thing.
Yeah, it's good into ace. We hate that.
And then we have a handful of Mihawk lists. This one, the 23rd place, Kevin Ta, is one that I've been hearing rumblings about as well. The Land of Wano list.
Wano Mihawk.
Yeah,
huh?
Wano Mihawk. I've been hearing about this. Very interesting. The main draw is that you draw all the cards with You Can Be My Samurai. That's like the big thing. Momonosuke doing the search, and then You Can Be My Samurai. You're already wanting to rest your cards anyways, so this just gives you more reason to do so and draw those extra pieces that you need. I think this one's kind of cool.
I played
yeah.
against this.
Yeah,
on the
and
sim. It was
You
so
Can
annoying.
Be My Samurai. Resting your shanks is so funny.
Yeah. And it particularly works really well with the Kikunojo 2K because it always restands itself at the end of turn. By the way, that card is an absolute menace into Emu, where basically when you Mihawk ability and you get the 3 extra Dawn, you just slap it on Kikunojo and she goes in for 5. And so for the rest of the time, you're just swinging 5/5 and Emu can't do jack shit about it.
Yep.
It's so annoying. You're like, am I really ditching a card for Mars to kill a Kikunojo? And I think I might. Yeah, it's very annoying. So, I think this is I think this build is cool, man.
Yeah,
I
this
want
list
to test
is fun.
this.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is necessarily. I feel like Supernova gives you like obviously less raw draw power than this deck does, but it also gives you access to potentially playing stuff like Kid, which I think might be important. So
What's this Paradise Waterfall for?
So people play Paradise Waterfall. One, it's a Land of Wano card, so it's searchable. But people play Paradise Waterfall or Spiderweb in order to save their shanks from big swings, like against specifically Emu.
The 7/9 shanks.
Yeah. So one of the lines that a lot of Emu players will take against Shanks, which is like the problem card in that matchup, is you'll set up a what's his name? The horse.
Nosturo.
Nusturo. And then you're going to double Nusturo the following turn and try to swing down the shanks. And you commit less dawn with the Nusturos because they're 4Ks. So you just go 4K, 4K. You don't swing it at anything. And then you just dump the rest of your dawn in your leader and you go massive into the shanks. But that gets very tripped up by Spiderweb and Paradise Waterfall.
I see. Okay. Interesting.
So
and then also in the mirror, to not get caught out by Lob Eppo, because if you're Lob Eppoing, the most efficient thing is to like Lob Eppo something, it gets rested, you get plus 2k, and then you swing with leader. If you Lob Eppo, swing 2k, like swing 8 with your leader, you can Paradise Waterfall the thing that was Lob Eppoed. So it becomes unfrozen.
yeah, you get to swing back with it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So that's why cards like Paradise Waterfall and Spiderweb are
okay.
like some scenarios in which they are played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting tech. Like Mihawk builds are really wild in my opinion. They're just like so many different builds and such. Like, wait, is this next one?
I think it's like what you vibe with the most.
You think it's vibes based?
Oh, I think it's absolutely vibes based.
I feel like
Are you
Kid
looking
today.
Are you looking at these lists?
Dude, there's nothing more vibey than the ace lists, man. I think the ace list, that one guy having one of everything,
Yeah.
that guy's on some vibes.
Yeah.
Not only that, the 27th place Han Tao Chang also has like one-ofs.
Yeah, just everywhere.
Ace, Yamato, Pudding, Roger, Ninebeard. He's just got one-ofs out the wazoo.
Dude, I think the ace players are living off vibes.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy in 28th place,
Same
Hao
thing?
Peng Yoon, he got 2 Doffy in there.
Oh, wow.
He
What
said,
the hell?
that's good.
Damn, what did they know that we don't? I'm so curious what the double... Is it really just for the Mihawk, I wonder?
Yeah, I have no clue.
I'm trying to think of other 7 drops. So you could alleviate some pressure from like the yellow decks,
Yeah.
but they just like replay it.
I feel like in that spot, you'd rather have Gravity Blade.
Oh,
Are there 7 drops you want to remove aside from Shanks?
I don't think so.
Sister,
no.
Tia Tamara?
6 cost.
She's a 6 cost.
Gravity Blade, you'll get 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's true. Any 7s?
But you get
that
a
you're worried
body
about?
out of Doffy.
Yeah.
Do get a body
You get
out
a
of
body.
Doffy.
He's a brick you can pitch if you don't need him.
So is Blade, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the body being helpful. Like a 7K body is definitely pretty good. And if you maybe in the Australian meta they were much more worried about ace, the mirror.
He is a mirror breaker,
Yeah.
mirror buster, right? You just bounce the Jozu and you're like, deal with this guy
Yeah,
now.
like going first, it's like one of the ways out of the Jozu war.
Yeah, because before the mirror buster was Vista, but Vista doesn't get rid of the Jozu.
Yeah.
The Jozu will still swing at you, but this gets rid of the Jozu entirely.
Why didn't people play this before? Just because it's like so bad into emu or something?
It's
Or like,
really bad.
Yeah.
It had like no other application.
Vista?
No,
sorry.
7 cost Doffy.
Yeah.
7 cost Doffy.
Had no other application.
so I guess like, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious though, because like you would, I guess almost all the other mirror tech helps against emu too, like Pudding.
yeah. And then like the Vista at worst is like a 6/8 double attacker.
Yeah, which is still pressure
Yes,
into
yes, still scary.
emu. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that we see so much of it now. I guess there are more applications for it at the moment. So, but I feel like not.
It may not be good enough. In my eyes, I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I look at and I'm like, oh, I love this card.
Yeah.
I think Roundtable is a card that I've tested and I thought was amazing.
Beautiful, even.
Yeah.
Beautiful pirates.
Yeah.
I just got it.
Yeah. But I think in a lot of cases, I would rather just have the. I almost said it. The 6 cost 7K ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people are also playing like splitting the difference between
6/7, 6/7, 6/7, 6/7. That's what I was trying to avoid saying.
People are splitting the difference between the ace and the Yamato.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. So like one is better into ace or emu, and the other one's pretty good into ace too.
Yamato gives to activate main Arrested Dawn. So
That one's great into Emu.
Yeah. So
Lots
is
of
the Ace
pressure.
though. The Ace is good too.
Yeah, just pressure.
The only thing is the Ace. I might just prefer the Ace straight up, just because it can deal with 5-cost green bodies.
Yeah.
We're still talking about this ace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You can play clown music if this is forbidden technology. But what about the 7/7?
So
minus two bodies?
I
ace?
thought about
I
it.
saw that in some lists.
Yeah, I thought about that card, but it's a card that you can only play going first. I'm not down to hedge that card.
One of vibes.
Like, if your goal is to go second and to win dice roll, I would just play the 6-cost Ace.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, or again, you could just play the 7 Doffy in that spot
Yeah.
if like what you're really trying to do is just get rid of your opponent's Jozu or whatever it is. Like,
Because I don't know what that Ace is good for, right? It shrinks 2 things for 3, but against Boa, I'm not killing the things
Anyway,
anyways.
yeah.
In the mirror, there is 1 thing to swing at. So why do I need 2 -3s? I may as well play Jozu or the 6-cost Ace in tandem with a Sabo Luffy or something like that. And then,
like
yeah.
Mihawk doesn't have anything
it
worth
doesn't
resting there.
cleanly kill the Shanks. Like they could counter out, and now you've just like
Well, I'm down. I'm technically down for that. But then in that spot, I'd rather just play Round Table plus another body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure what it's for.
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that card pop up in lists. I'm just like, nani?
Yeah, I think like Debogi was playing it, but also I think the list that we're playing it were Eastern lists that didn't have access to EBO4 cards.
That and also if that's the case, then it's probably a lot more yellow decks that they have to worry about, like
Yeah.
Yellow Luffy, and then that is a deck.
It makes more sense.
That is that is a deck that you actually do want the Ace.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And in that case, why are you attacking for Yellow Luffy? I feel like you just win that matchup anyways.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, IDK. So anyways, we kind of went through all the tech and stuff. What do you guys think of the meta so far?
You guys start. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about the meta. Yeah.
I got to the point where I think just like the top 4 decks are Ace, Emu, Mihawk, Boa. But I'm just surprised again that like Boa players are just sticking to it, even though Yellow Luffy is like, I don't know if you saw the sim stats on it.
Mm-mm.
Yellow Luffy has taken the sim by storm.
it's bad.
Just because it's new?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it fun to play?
But the win rate is quite
It's-
high.
It's like a better version of Purple Kaido.
I was gonna say
Huh?
it seems
Like it just burns life and you put out a body.
It seems like an L to
like-
me.
I think it's more the spiritual successor of Piss Kid.
yeah. Sorry, Piss Kid,
Piss Kid and a little category in there.
Piss Luffy.
Yeah. And instead of playing like in when you play category and you play 10 mom, right? You go shoo, shoo.
Yeah.
You gain the life, you gain the life. In this one, I already have all the life I need. Bonnie, bam, bam. You
Yeah,
know, you
yeah.
just slam them twice. Like you trade the heal for just more pressure.
Yeah.
I think Yellow Luffy is fun, to be honest. Like I think it's an interesting deck to play. And I think it's doing quite well because I think people just don't know what to do about it. Like I had a brief conversation with our good friend, a Foam Smith on Twitter, part of the Joy Boys, and he was saying like, dude, I don't really know what I'm doing in this matchup. Like, I feel like I want to starve because they're a yellow deck, but then if you starve too much, then in the late game, they just like pile drive you, beaming your life.
What's he playing?
He was saying that I forget what deck he said he was on. Mihawk. He said he really hated
on
the
Mihawk, okay.
Mihawk into Yellow Luffy matchup, which I thought was interesting because I think Mihawk players will learn that I think they are not that bad into that matchup, to be honest. And yeah, I think people will just like understand the weaknesses of the deck a little bit better as time moves on. So maybe Yellow Luffy is just like overperforming now, and like the better players have realized that like maybe Yellow Luffy is a little more fake than we realized, and so you know what? Screw it, play Boa, you know? So, and it just was surprising to me because I thought like, yeah, you know, in this meta, there are decks that just kind of like hard lose to one deck, right? And for in the case of like Bonnie, Bonnie players cannot play Bonnie because Emu is just too present. And even though I think you're like quite good into the rest of the field,
I think it loses to Ace.
Yeah, so I was talking to Arthur about this, and he's like, yeah, like Ace is not free.
I have not had any
UP
problems.
is not free.
No.
Yeah, UP is not free. Like, although UP is, very like
Different,
minor
yeah.
in terms of representation, but like in terms of like the big decks, right? You beat Mihawk, you beat Bonnie, you're like even-ish with Ace, but you're just hard losing to Emu, right? And it's just not viable as a deck. Like I would never suggest someone bring that to LCQ or Nats because like there will be Emu players, you will die to them, and then you'll go home X4. So and it's not like a dice roll thing. It's not like a deck build thing. You just lose, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised because Boa felt very similar to me, where like you're decent into the rest of the field, but then you like die hard to Yellow Luffy. Is that worth it? But maybe Yellow Luffy just won't nearly be as popular as Emu will be. So maybe that means that the deck will function just fine, and you're good. You're good to go. But I do think Boa is a deck that will very likely will not be a world's representative deck. And what I mean by that is like I think there will be some Boas that will do well, will make day 2, but I do not think they were going to be the ones who win it all. I think Boa's a tier lower, and the reason why I say that is I think Boa preys on people making mistakes into the deck. And don't get me wrong, man, you cannot make mistakes into that deck and expect to come out alive. Like you will just die.
It's kind of like an L.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so you get chump checked, right? Actually, low key, John should just play Boa. That's like his style of deck, low key.
Yeah.
Just like chump checking people, making sure like people make the big mistakes into you.
Yellow Luffy also.
Yeah, Yellow Luffy, another deck that just like preys on people making mistakes into you. And so, but I think at the top tables, they know your tricks. They know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna play around whatever you've got cooking up there.
Yeah,
so,
my guess when it comes to top table representation, I feel like we're just gonna see a ton of Emu.
Ace, Emu, Mihawk.
Yeah,
I think it'll just match out the same as it did in Australia.
In this, I think this was actually a pretty apt look at what we're going to look at.
But hey, who knows? We have 2.5 extra weeks than they do, so maybe
there's still time.
Put it to good use, and who knows?
I think the key factor, and I've been talking to like Tora and other people about this, is that the thing that's interesting about this meta is that even though I do think that the meta will be very centralized into these like top 4 decks or whatever, you cannot skimp out on your preparation into some of these more niche decks, because if you do end up queuing into them and you don't know what you're doing, you will easily die to them. So you have to be prepared for Purple Doffy. You have to be prepared for Black Yellow Moria. You have to be prepared for Bonnie. You cannot skimp out on preparation because you cannot afford at a Nats level event to lose to these decks due to matchup inexperience.
Yeah.
You're just not afforded that luxury. You can
Black
lose.
Croc.
Yeah, Black Croc, another deck that you just like can misplay into, misunderstand what is happening, and lose. One of the gameplay episodes that should be coming out tomorrow was between my UP and Tora's Crocodile. And one of the highlights of that match for me was like, as UP, I was like, I sent him down to 0. He's fucking dead next turn. He was not dead next turn. And
I survived.
And like, it was so surprising to me. He didn't even play another ACOS Crocodile. It was just through Hot Couture, searchers, filtering his hand, drawing into a ground death and all this stuff. And suddenly, oh my God, my lethal is like really bad now. Like, how did this happen? You're at 0 life and I have like 3 big bodies on board.
Because sometimes when you're setting up that 2-turn lethal, you have to overstep your boundaries a little bit. Like, the best context for that I can give is like you think you have a game the following turn, so you just willy-nilly take life.
That's exactly what happened.
And then they just live. And then you're like, things got really sketchy now.
And now you're suddenly faced against 2 8 cost 10k That
Yeah.
guy's vanilla statted.
Yeah.
And 10K is the worst number that UP Luffy ever wants to see. So
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Gum Gum Giant +1.
plus
baby.
one, yeah. That happened so much in our testing where I was like, Gum Gum Giant. He's like, and?
And
No, another card. So yeah, you just like can't skimp out on your preparation, and like I think it's okay to lose to dice roll. I think it's okay to because I think at the end of the day, I think a lot of these matchups do depend on dice roll. So I think who does well in Swiss will be favored by dice roll and stuff like that. So be willing to lose to things that are outside of your control. You cannot lose because of inexperience.
Yeah.
And that is going to be the highlight for this this nationals, I think.
Yeah, it's also this Nats is very high stakes because unlike the first wave of Nats, 3 people are going to Worlds this time, not 2.
That third, fourth place match is going to be
Yeah.
crazy.
spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
And I think also like Swiss is going to matter so much. Again, I think this this meta is very dice roll dependent as per
Again.
usual. Thank you, Emo and Ace.
Yeah.
Not. But it's just the reality of the situation. So Swiss is very important.
Yeah, also looking at Black Yellow Moria, I looked at all the cards and like 2, 4, 6, 8. Like, yeah, that deck wants to go second.
Yeah.
So even more decks that want to go second.
Yellow Luffy. 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
I'll tweet out a link to some dice. They're
Yeah.
good dice.
Get your
That's
weighted
all
dice
I'm
ready.
saying.
X3 weighted dice.
Yeah.
X3 weighted dice. Tournament legal.
That is so funny. Tournament legal dice.
You just pop the X3 like side, the 3 side of it, and you just put X3 on it, and then is the opposite side 6?
I don't know.
I don't know, but if it is, it's just like weighted heavier on the X3 side. And
We
it
need
just rolls
we need
6,
2
6.
sets. One for high roll,
One
for
for low.
odd even.
yeah. I need even demon.
Oh, I guess we do need a low roll one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 2 different colors.
Yeah. They're like, what do you want to do? High roll? 1 second.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do odd even. 1 second. Not suspicious at all.
The tech would just to be have 2 weighted dice of 2 different colors. So you go high roll, right? So one of them is weighted to go high, and then the other one is for odd even, right? It's like if they go odd even, now I know which one is.
Yeah.
Which one is? Well,
Dude.
if it's high roll, only one of them is weighted.
You-
So
Yeah.
Okay, layer to this. You wear like the mask at a big tournament. You wear like gloves and stuff, and then you're like, oh, I don't like people touching my dice. You roll yours high, I roll mine high.
Dude, I'm calling a judge so
yeah,
fast.
I would call a judge for that. That's why some people call for a high or low roll, and then I roll and they grab for their own dice. I'm like, no, roll with the ones that I just rolled.
yeah.
No,
No,
fuck
We're
no.
rolling on the same platform
Yeah.
here.
Because if it's weighted, then it's both weighted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got to be on the same.
Yeah, so if opponents use, because I prefer to use my own dice because I know they're not weighted.
Yeah.
But if my opponent uses their dice, I'm not using my dice. I'm using the one you just rolled with.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me them.
That's
Unless they rolled snake eyes.
That's why though odd even is just the goat, because like even if your opponent brought weighted dice or whatever, they don't know if it's odd or even. You know what I mean? Like what
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
pick. So like I think it's just the goat. It's always 50-50, and you'll never tie.
Yeah, you'll
Even
never tie
demons.
is the biggest thing for me.
there
But
was a-
people just don't like odd even.
There was a guy who was like, yeah, we can do high roll, but with 1 dice. I was like, why? Now we're gonna tie way more. And
Yeah.
what do you think happened? We both rolled 3, then 5, then 6. You know, I was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, come on, man.
Odd even's a goat.
Yeah,
Yeah, odd even is the go. But people don't like odd even.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I think it's just like,
I
it's
used to
optimal.
do odd even, but people don't like it. They just go high roll. I'm like, okay. Like
Okay,
now
sure.
I don't even ask anymore. I just go high. I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
if they go low, I say no.
I do odd even, you call, I roll. And then I just say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that works
I
too.
just let it
Because
rip.
I think some people just don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't understand it, so they just go like high roll. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I get it. If I showed up to the table and was like multivariable calculus,
Yeah. Differential calc.
yeah, differential calc, integral of x cubed.
You sit down, the guy next to you. MGHCO3. That guy's up to no good.
Yeah, let's just do high roll.
you pull out the timetables. All right, pencil up.
Yeah, don't like that one. Don't like that
Freaking
one.
abacus on the table. But yeah, so that's kind of the overview of Australian Nats. I think before I was a lot more nervous about what the makeup of the meta is, but I feel like after this, I feel so much more like understanding of like what to expect and what matchups I really need to test for. So
Feels like 13.5, man. Like,
It does.
I am not a fan. Even though I play a very powerful deck that's pretty well positioned, I just like don't love the gameplay.
yeah. I will say you kind of missed out on like the glory of like the true jungleness a little bit, because I
Yeah.
think after this particular Nats and people see these results, like it'll shrink
Narrow
up the
everything.
meta a little bit. But it was wild to like go to locals, which are massive, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but last week's RWT, 55 people
Why?
showed up.
New players, old players?
Like everybody's just showing up. There has been an influx of new players too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's super interesting, because I think in 13 there was not that many new players.
Yeah,
12
yeah.
and 13 I didn't see any new players at all.
12 maybe, but I mean I didn't play 13, so I couldn't
I
tell you.
also didn't play.
I don't think I went to a single local in 13.
Yeah, I just did not see new players.
Yeah. So I like the locals have been popping off, and you're just playing into anything and everything. It's just like, okay, it's a blue Kuzan into purple Kaido into. Why are you bringing Red Green Law out here? What are you doing? Are you Shane?
Don't
Shane was
call
playing?
him out.
Shane was
like
playing
that.
Red Green.
Dude,
Did you see us rage bait Shane in the last episode?
No.
We specifically talked about Red Green Law in the meta breakdown, just to piss off Shane.
Dude, like I kid you not, the Red Green Law army is Shane, Nikki, Jansuko.
Jansuko, yeah.
That they will just jerk each other off with Red Green Law forever, dude.
And
They
the-
fucking shambled each other's cocks in their hands, bro.
The problem is, like, they're all good players.
Yeah.
So, like, they probably do get some amount of results with it, but it's just like, guys,
Why are you like
be
this,
better.
man?
It's
Why are you like
2026.
this?
it takes them like a week to see the light.
Yeah.
And then they're like, it's the same, man. And
Yeah,
then they
I'm
just-
back to emu.
Yeah.
And then they're like, put the fries in the bag.
Yeah.
Let's play some emu.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the breakdown. I think it's just now time to get to the grind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We have been streaming our gameplay in this room on YouTube and Twitch, so go check that out. And of course, if you want to support the podcast directly, you can go check out the Patreon at patreon.com/XellTCG, where you can get bonus content every week and access to our Patreon Discord. And
Soon we're gonna be doing the Azuki
Giveaways.
giveaway.
Yeah, we gotta talk to
once-
John.
Once John gets back, he gets back tomorrow.
yeah, so if you guys have, because I've been hearing this a lot from people, they're like, "Hey, Azuki TCG sounds cool.
How do I get my hands on it?"
hand? Right, this is one way.
We got stuff. We got stuff coming to
Yeah,
you.
so once you get your hands on some of this giveaway, you can go join the webcam games that are happening in the Discord. So,
Yep.
yeah,
All the time. Hit up YQ Bird. He's there.
that man is a fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Or annyeong.